Hi, I'm Ida May, and I have a lot to be thankful for. I haven't dropped my lunch tray ever since the start of 4th grade. I've only tripped twice in public. Dodgeball season's almost over. And so is our science unit on dissecting worms. I'm thankful for my teacher, Mr. Crow, even though he makes us slice open worms and pin back their skin. Because he doesn't make us touch it if we don't want to. And he always comes up with new ways to keep us from getting too bored with school. For example, he makes us spell big words like influenza. Which is what you get when you breathe in too many bad germs. And catastrophe, which is what you get when things don't go the way you're planned. Also, he reads to us every day, not baby books. Lately, he's been reading us Greek stories about gods and goddesses and creatures that work for them. Actually, they're Greek myths. Myth is a Greek word for made-up story, like the one about the god Apollo driving a chariot across the sky when it's really just the sun. And other myths about pretty nymphs and singing muses who aren't as powerful as goddesses, but still, they can get you to do the things that you don't exactly want to do. Mr. Crow actually always says, "A myth is true if you believe it's true." When Mr. Crow's done reading myths to us, we will get to have a Greek day. We'll even get to act out our favorite myths and invite our families to come and watch. Personally, I'd rather draw a picture of a myth than act it out. But sometimes in 4th grade you don't get to choose. I'm thankful for the usual stuff too, like my mom, dad, and pet hamster George. But most of all, I'm thankful that my new best friend Stacy Merriweather has moved into my town, Purdy, Wisconsin, permanently. She's spending the day at my house because we're going to get ready to go to Brooke Morgan's costume party later that afternoon. Brooke invited our whole class, even the boys. Even Jenna Drews. I'm not so thankful that Brooke invited Jenna. That's because Jenna is the kind of person who would pin the back of your skin if she could. Then she would take something sharp and poke at all the stuff you'd rather keep hidden. Stuff like spilling your lunch tray and missing the bus. How about princesses? To 3rd grade. Pirates recently marooned on a desert island? Randy and Rusty are being pirates and they'll say we copied. Okay, how about... And you can cross beauty queens off your list. That's what Brooke, Mika, and Jolene are gonna be. Yeah. How about Jenna? What about her? Well, the last time I asked Jenna what she was going to be for Brooke's party, she said we should be something together, and I said I couldn't because I was going to be with you, and then she just stomped off. Bandits? Joey, Quinn, and Zane are going to be the 3 musketeers. If they see us dressed like bandits, we'll get chased all over Purdy. As for Jenna... She's so crazy about the healthy stuff that she's probably just going to wrap herself in paper and go to granola bar. Get out of there. We could be ballet dancers. But I can't dance. I can teach you. Nope. I've never done a pirouette on purpose in my life. I don't want to start now. Well then, how about orphans? Orphans who run away from a rat-infested orphanage, which is run by an evil orphan-hating woman. But how come she runs an orphanage if she hates orphans? I mean, couldn't she just run a bakery or a hardware store or somewhere orphanless? It doesn't work that way. There's got to be someone who hates you or you don't have a story. We hide in the home of a friendly hermit and his pet, hamster. Does the hermit like orphans? Yeah. And the hamster? Yep, the hamster likes orphans too. Only we discovered that the hermit is really a wizard. Plus, the hermit's pet hamster is really our rich uncle, who got put under a spell by the evil orphanage woman who was really a witch. So the wizard breaks the evil spell, then changes the hamster back into our uncle, and we are all very rich and happy forever. The end. That story was even better than the one you told about Mr. Crow getting shipwrecked when he was 2 and being raised by dolphins. Thanks! So it's decided? We'll be runaway orphans for Brooke's party? Well, I think about what that would be like, showing up at Brooke's party in ragged clothes and smudgy cheeks. It reminds me of the time Stacy made me get dressed up in her sparkly dress, red lipstick, and blue eyeshadow. Then we went to go see that movie about the ordinary girl who turned into a princess. Then when I went in the lobby because Stacy had to use the bathroom, people kept giving me funny looks. Then Mika and Jolene appeared. When they first saw me, they giggled and made a huge deal about my costume. Then Mika gasped and said all embarrassed, "Oh my gosh, Shida, did you dress like that on purpose?" I said, "No, of course not, it's just a costume." Over and over and over again, but the more I said it, the more it sounded like I was making a lie. They left the theater before Stacy got back, so I never got to prove that we were both dressing up to be silly. I have to think about that. I think about wearing draggy old clothes to Brooke's party. I kept thinking that the entire time I'm just going to have to keep saying over and over again, "I'm a runaway orphan, I'm a runaway orphan," just so that everyone knows that I'm dressing up. I then take a look at the box that the costumes were in. Then I got the perfect idea. "Stacy?" "Oh, yeah?"